Okay, so I want to talk about non-removable discontinuity now. We, in our first video, we defined discontinuity. Second video, we talked about removable discontinuity. Now I want to talk about non-removable discontinuity. Look at this for a second. What if we take this function, f of x is equal to the absolute value of x plus 1 over x plus 1. Well, what does this actually look like, and where would the problem be? Hopefully you can see that the problem is that x is equal to negative 1. X is equal to negative 1. My question to you further is that as we graph this, what does it look like for values that we are allowed to have? So how would I answer that? Let's go and look at this on our calculator. So I already put on the calculator to save us some time. So here's this function. As x goes left or right, look, we're going to have 2. Let's say that x is 2. So x is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. The absolute value of 3 over the absolute value of 3 is 1. But if we have negative 1, if we have negative 3. So let's take negative 3. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Absolute value of negative 2 is 2. But negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, so we have 2 over negative 2, so we have a number over its opposite. So on the left-hand side, we're always going to get negative 1. On the right-hand side, from the right-hand side, moving toward the left, we're always going to get a value of positive 1. If that's bothering you, let's take a look at it really quickly. This will help you, okay? Look at this for a second. Let's do this. Let's do menu 7. Let's look at this split table. So this is what we were talking about. Just plug in the numbers yourself and see if you don't agree with me. That if x is equal to 4, we'd have 4 plus 1 is 5. The absolute value of 5 is 5 over 4 plus 5 is 5. Positive 5 over positive 5 is 1. But look, as we go the other way, as we go to negative values, at negative 1 it's undefined, right? Because we'd have 0 over 0. Anything over 0 is undefined, isn't it? But look what happens if we put in negative 2. We have absolute value of negative 2. Absolute value of negative 2 plus 1, and negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So the absolute value of negative 1 is positive 1. So we'd have a positive, but at the bottom we'd have a negative. So this is not going to work for us. So here, we cannot remove this discontinuity. And let me show you quickly why. Because as we approach from the right towards the left, we don't approach the same height value as we do from the left to the right. I hope that makes sense. I think I have to do another video on it because it's really confusing, but God, please forgive me, but it's so simple. I'm going to keep working on this with you, so I hope that you watch this. I hope it was helpful. One way to do it is just to kind of goof around with it with your calculator. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if your comments are always welcome, please be kind and rewind.